it doesn't matter if how the Fourth Amendment, which you're claiming, which I don't agree with.
What do you mean? Why don't you agree with that?
Because it's not true. You're
okay.
listening
Do
to
federal
the
officers need a judicial warrant to enter private homes?
So
wait, do federal officers, sir, do federal officers need a judicial warrant to forcibly enter private homes?
You're listening to the left, the mainstream
media. That was a
media.
question. That's not an answer.
That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing.
Do federal officers need judicial warrant to forcibly enter private homes?
That's not what they're doing. That's not what they're doing.
I'm asking you questions. Yes or no?
No, it's a no. They're not doing that.
Do federal... oh my fucking god. The question I asked you, do federal officers need a judicial warrant to forcibly enter private homes?
They're not. They're not. That's what you're listening to the mainstream media, and that's not what they're doing.
They're not obtaining judicial warrants? Great. Then they're violating the Fourth Amendment. Thank you.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Okay. Do federal officers need judicial warrants to forcibly enter private homes?
Yeah, they're not doing anything different than what Obama
just
did.
established
that to the mainstream media.
We just established.
We just established.
This is facts over feelings, bro. Facts over feelings. We just established the unequivocal fact. Hello. So do you disagree with the prompts?
I do.
Okay. Which one do you disagree with?
All of it.
Okay, which one do you disagree with the most?
Well, you took me off the big screen, so I can't see the prompts now. So could you refresh my memory?
Trump is terrible, mass amnesty for illegal immigrants, and Trump's ICE is bad.
So mass amnesty for illegals is really bad.
Okay.
But the pro-ICE thing, I fully agree with pro-ICE because...
I'm not pro-ICE, I'm anti-ICE. Trump's ICE is bad. It's a bad ICE. This version of ICE is bad. It's a bad agency.
It's not. Because if you look at Obama, Hillary Clinton...
Yeah, I'm just curious. When did Obama tell ICE officers to enter people's private dwellings forcefully without obtaining a judicial warrant? When did Obama do that?
That was never...
yeah, that's correct. Obama didn't. So when Trump's ICE is blatantly violating the Fourth Amendment by telling ICE officers to enter... telling ICE officers to enter homes without obtaining a judicial warrant and instead just use administrative warrants, that's a blatant violation of our Fourth Amendment. The Obama administration never did that. I don't know why the fuck we act like the Obama administration and the fucking Trump administration's handling of ICE is even remotely similar. Obama never violated the Fourth Amendment. Obama never fucking enacted the Alien Enemies Act, and Obama didn't reduce oversight for detention centers. Like, come on, like, lock in here.
Obama was a violation of all the amendments because when he put somebody in a concentration camp, they were actually concentration camps because the situations that he put the people
all of the amendments
were way worse than Trump did.
Okay, let's go through the amendments. Okay, just for me, sir. Just for me. I want you to go through Amendment 1 through 27. I want you to tell me why Obama violated that amendment and then what that amendment is. Go ahead.
I can't do that. All I can tell you.
Yeah, because you don't know what they fucking are. Yeah, get the fuck off my panel. I don't know why the fuck you're here. You're fucking.
What's up, brother? How's it going?
What's up? So, do you disagree with any of the prompts?
I guess I do disagree with like Trump is terrible. I don't think he's like a great person at all. I don't agree with. Probably I would say around 40% of what he does, but I think it's kind of my whole thing about politics nowadays, especially with the younger generation, is a lot of people claim that they know everything and they're like, oh, this is exactly what's right. This is, you're wrong, I'm right. There's so many factors that go into politics.
Well, I know a couple things. I know a couple things. I know a couple things that I know unequivocally are wrong. Right? I know that intentional violations of our Constitution to enact evil is wrong. Right? I know that. Okay. I know that. Wait, excuse me. I know that torture of presumably innocent
Guantanamo Bay.
Innocent people is wrong. Okay, and I know.
Okay, I know exactly everything you're talking about. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. And I know that like. I guess violating the American moral proposition, denigrating the thing that built this country, our Constitution. I know that's wrong. And Trump does all three.
In
Trump
terms of
sends people.
violating what, though?
Excuse me. Trump has violated the First Amendment. Trump has violated the Fourth Amendment. Trump has violated the Fifth and Sixth Amendment, and 14th Amendment. Pretty obviously, intentionally, and very clearly. He has sent presumably innocent people to foreign torture prisons without any due process, and he spits on what it means to be American. He's fundamentally anti-constitution.
Okay.
So I know he's bad. He's evil.
Yeah. Okay. No, those are valid points. So I guess I have a question for you too. So you say Trump sends them to these un-American prisons and the CIA black sites. I guess is what you're kind of getting at. So it's like you don't think there was presidents before that were doing that? Like Guantanamo Bay.
No,
was
there isn't. No, there isn't.
implemented right after 9/11.
No. There hasn't been a president yet who has, in bad faith and illegally enacted the Alien Enemies Act in order to deport people to foreign torture prisons. No, that has not happened. That is a Trump thing.
Okay, but how many? And I heard you talking about Obama before. No, or yeah.
Yeah, I was saying, like, I don't know why I pretend that Obama and that the Obama administration and Trump administration's handling of ICE is even remotely similar. It's not. That's just not true.
Yeah, no, it's completely different. But I mean, if you really want to like do the moral high ground, I guess in terms of being a good person, like if you really look at the statistics, Obama wasn't a great guy. He bombed innocent civilians in Iraq, Afghanistan.
He was cleaning up Bush's mess. I don't know why this is pinning
but
shit
that's
on
what
Obama.
it's easy. I could
He
say
literally
the same
put
thing
in
about
standards.
Trump. No, I
he
could say
literally
Trump's
he
cleaning
literally
up
put in
Biden's mess.
standards to reduce drone strikes.
No, I get what you're saying.
Like
But
I don't
isn't it-
like
isn't it
I'm not
just
blaming
as
that on
easy for me
Obama
to say-
whatsoever. Like to
Yeah.
pin this on Obama
No, I
whatsoever.
get that,
is
but isn't
stupid.
almost it's just as easy for me to say Trump's cleaning up Biden's mess.
No, he's not. That's just not true. Biden never
But
made a mess.
it's as easy for me to say that is
Well, what you're saying is not true. A mess. Biden never
but
made a
it's
mess.
your opinion.
That's not my opinion.
Fact-
That's just
so,
true.
Okay,
What mess was made?
Who pulled out of Afghanistan after 20 years of us having our troops go there? Trillions of dollars of equipment, missiles, whatnot. Who pulled out of Afghanistan? Who was the one that pulled out?
Biden pulled out of Afghanistan.
Okay, and then
Actually, by the way,
most.
Excuse me. Wait. Let me just specify this real
you're
quick.
good, you're good,
Most
you're good.
pro-peace president, most anti-war president in American history so far. All the other presidents said that they would pull out of Afghanistan. Only Joe Biden had balls big enough to fucking do
But
it.
there's a difference between pulling out like strategically and just pulling out in the span of 4 days.
And also, what? Okay, to be
That's
clear,
like-
what
that's
mess
like-
is
that's not a
what
crazy
mess is Trump
concept
cleaning
to
up in
wrap around.
Afghanistan? Trump
Okay,
didn't invade Afghanistan
but
again.
Can I ask you one question, please?
Sure.
I'm genuinely asking you. There's a difference between a strategic pullout when you spend 20 years. Okay, so it's easy to take over a country. We took over Kabul. We took over their main cities in the span of a month. I want to say there's a difference between taking over a city and actually implementing your culture and the people accepting that you took over the city. So that was one of the hardest parts. But what is the point of the thousands of Americans' lives lost? The trillions, if not billions of dollars.
Oh my
we
God.
spent?
Okay, just a second. What mess did Biden create that Trump is cleaning up?
But I'm not. You're blaming the pre-administration.
What?
So it's like
What mess?
it's as easy
that
as me to
did
say
Biden
Biden's
create that
fault.
Trump is cleaning up?
So what? So
by
what
the
did
way,
Trump create?
by the way, I
What
don't.
did Trump
Maybe.
create
Wait,
then?
by the
What
way,
did Trump
maybe.
create
Excuse
in
me.
Afghanistan.
Huh? By the way, excuse me. Maybe you don't know this. Guess whose plan it was to pull out Afghanistan? Guess what plan Biden had to?
Well, I guess I don't know.
Guess who made the plan to pull out? That was right. It's Trump. Biden was simply followed Trump's plan to pull out of Afghanistan. So if you have a problem with the pullout, then I would fucking go to him.
Oh, is that why we literally there were suicide bombers and we have literally billions of dollars of equipment left in Afghanistan? Is that worth? Was that really a good way to pull out of?
That was
country like
Trump's
that?
plan.
It wasn't though.
That it literally was.
Are you that brainwashed?
You're okay. So you're
dude?
very okay. So I'm sorry. You're
No.
very okay. So
Okay,
you're very.
okay. Can I ask you a question? When
okay,
you're president
sir,
of the United
sir,
States, how much power do you have?
Sir, you're
How much
very,
power do you
sir,
have?
you're very wrong. So I'm gonna give you another
Well,
try.
I'm trying to
So I'm
ask
gonna
you
give you
a
another
question,
try
you
to
just
be
interrupt
correct.
me every
Go
time.
ahead.
Okay, so can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
All right, cringy. So if you're president, how much power do you have?
I don't fucking know. How's this relevant?
Because you seem to be super educated in terms of how the government works and power and things. So I want to educate you real quick. The president holds power over every single federal government, Yeah, he has to go to Congress. He has to go through all that.
I'm
stuff
sorry.
to do
What does the
certain
executive
things.
branch do?
Executive branch, yeah, but dude, look at Venezuela.
That was the
That's
question. I'm waiting
that's a
for an
perfect
answer.
example.
What does the executive branch
Venezuela.
do?
You don't need to go through the executive branch necessarily.
What
Look
does
at
the executive
Venezuela.
branch do?
Executive. Are you trying to like test me on the executive branch?
I am very much trying to test you. What does the executive branch do?
Executive branch makes executive decisions. Am I wrong?
Okay, but like, what's their main function? What do they do?
Well, I mean, you're just asking stupid questions like I'm a fucking tard. Like my
Because you
point
are.
being-
You're not answering it,
because
bro.
you're
What do they
trying to-
do?
You're trying to deflect my question.
You didn't
by
fucking
trying
finish
to
sixth
test me
grade.
and
You
stuff.
can't read.
No, I'm asking you a question. You still haven't answered it.
This
I'm
didn't finish
asking
high
you.
school.
No, because you're trying to blame past administrations. Okay, so if we really want to play the blame game, all right, is Trump really the reason why we were in Afghanistan in the first place? Answer that.
Bro, you didn't know what the fucking executive branch did.
No.
And you got a violation. He got a violation, people. I'm fucking free. I'm free. It's up to you, agree or disagree with the prompt.
Can we skip past one? I'll watch one with you and say that he's terrible, but can we argue on 2 and 3?
Sure.
So, I as a conservative, I largely think Trump's terrible. I think he is definitely
Worse than Kamala Harris, right?
completely.
Would have been.
I'm not really sure.
Okay. Well, I mean,
have to
that's
see
just
that.
unequivocally he is worse than Kamala Harris would have been. That's just like unequivocally.
Well, you could say that because you're a liberal.
What do you mean I can say because I'm a liberal? That's just true.
I'm saying as a conservative, I'm not so sure.
I mean,
don't know.
as a conservative, apparently you just like don't know what's going on because he's very much bad. Like, for
Well, no, as a
example,
conservative,
I
Trump
like wait.
hasn't
For
done
example,
what I
do you
wanted
think
him to
do you think
do.
Kamala Harris would have called for the execution of Congress members based on free First Amendment protected speech? Do you think Kamala Harris would have done that?
Did Trump do that?
Yes.
Can you show me where?
When he responded to those Democrat Congress members who made that video saying that, telling our military members that they don't have to follow unlawful orders, and he said that this is seditious behavior punishable by unaliving, and then retruthed, hang them, George Washington Wood. What do you mean?
So, did you follow what was happening with ICE under Obama with
Wait,
Trump the first
I'm sorry.
time?
Can I get an answer to the question? Do you think that Kamala Harris would call for the execution of Congress members based on First Amendment protected speech?
My answer would be that I think Kamala Harris would have done a lot worse things.
That's not an answer to the fucking question, bro.
I just think that, like, if you're going to sit here and ask me things that you don't like Trump did compared to things that I wouldn't like that Kamala Harris did, is not a constructive conversation.
Okay.
Come on, bro. You know that's fair.
I
That's
think
fair.
what you're doing right now is you're just refusing to acknowledge exactly how bad it is when we have the president of the United States calling for the execution of Congress.
Well,
members.
yeah, I'm not a big Trump fan. I'm a conservative.
Yeah,
I'm
but I don't know
actually a real
what the
conservative.
fuck you think Kamala Harris would have done that would be like remotely comparable to any of the shit Trump's done so far.
Well, I'm only talking about number 2 and 3 in your prompt. So, like, I here's what I think. I think the exact same people would have been being apprehended under Kamala Harris as Trump through ICE. I just think that there wouldn't have been a bunch of complete fucking dumbasses that were paid or there, for other reasons to obstruct them from doing their fucking job. And then, maybe those 2 people that you guys care about so much on your side probably wouldn't have lost their lives. That's my guess.
Okay.
And I don't actually
So
care.
I'm just curious.
Care at all.
Do you think Kamala Harris would have enacted the Alien Enemies Act? Do you think Kamala Harris would have done that?
It's not about what act she would have done or what she wouldn't have
It's not
done.
an answer to the question, buddy. Lock in.
Okay, so look at what ICE has done during every presidency.
Do you think Kamala Harris would have invoked the Alien Enemies Act?
Well, probably not. It's not.
Okay, cool. I'm just making sure. Do you think Kamala Harris would have encouraged?
Okay.
Do you think Kamala Harris would have encouraged ICE to blatantly violate our Fourth Amendment by saying that they can enter the private dwellings?
They're not. ICE is not violating anyone's Fourth Amendment.
Oh, okay. I'm just curious. Wait, I'm just curious. Do federal officers? I'm just curious. Do federal officers need judicial warrants to enter private homes forcefully?
Yes, of course.
Okay, cool. Was there a leaked DHS memo in which they encouraged ICE officers to use administrative warrants to enter homes forcefully?
Did they do it?
Yes.
Can you show me? Show me on video right now. Pull it up.
Showing on video what?
Show me them doing it.
I mean, I can read to you.
They're being filmed doing everything they're doing.
We can go through. We can go through the case.
It'd be super easy to show me.
Like, we can go through the case.
Show me them doing it.
Okay. Well. Okay. So, number one, do you accept the leaked DHS memo? Just to be clear, do you concede a leaked DHS memo authorized ICE officers to enter homes without judicial warrants?
Will you show it to me?
Yeah, for sure.
I have it.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Leaked DHS memo authorizing ICE officers to enter private areas in order to conduct removal and detention via administrative warrants. This was, if I'm correct, yes. Yes, it was May 12th. Yeah, on May 12th, memo, acting director ICE
Can you explain to me what
on May
happens
12th,
as a result of that?
Yeah, on May 12th, the acting ICE director authorized ICE agents to rely on Form I-205, which is an administrative warrant. I suppose here my notes, judicial warrant to enter residence of an alien subject to final deportation order without consent, including necessary and reasonable amounts of force. So this would be a violation of the Fourth Amendment, because under the Fourth Amendment, you need a judicial warrant in order to enter private homes forcefully.
Okay, so can you explain to me, because I'm going to be quite honest with you. You spend a lot more time with me or with this than I do. What does that mean?
It means it's a violation of the Fourth Amendment. What are you talking about? It means you're encouraging ICE officers to violate the Fourth Amendment.
But why?
What do you mean, but why? Because they hate our Constitution, they hate America, and they want to, and they hate brown people so much. You think it's okay to violate it, the thing that built this country, in order to deport them.
Now you're going into hyperbole. I'm asking you.
I just told you why they hate brown people so much that they're okay violating the Constitution to deport them.
That's not the reason. Okay, so the people making the laws are basically all married to brown people, just so you know.
Okay, so wait, I just want to...
All of these people are literally married to immigrants.
Excuse me. Let's just go back to, like, where this conversation started. Do you think Kamala Harris would have encouraged ICE officers to break the Fourth Amendment in order to carry out deportations?
No, I think
okay, cool. Do you think Kamala Harris would have enacted the AEA in order to carry out deportations?
No, of course.
Okay, cool.
Wouldn't.
Okay,
illegal,
okay. Oh, okay, cool. I'm just
Democrats.
okay,
We
cool.
know that.
I'm just making sure. Thank you. Do you think Kamala Harris would have intentionally deported people without due process?
Kamala Harris would make sure that as many illegal immigrants were in this country.
Do you think Kamala Harris would have intentionally deported people without due process?
It's her political.
Do you think Kamala Harris would have deported people without due process?
No, of course not.
Okay, cool. So okay.
She wouldn't deport people with due process.
Okay, so considering considering all of that, why the fuck do you think that Trump's ICE is better, or any way comparable to
It's
Kamala?
not even. I
how
think
Kamala
Trump's
Harris would have
ICE is
run?
better. I actually think Trump's ICE is the fucking same. I think that.
How
you
is it
guys
the
are
same?
fighting it.
We just went over three
You guys are acting
differences.
like crybabies and fighting
Wait,
it.
did we not just go over three
And-
major differences between how they're running ICE?
Obama's ICE fucking absolutely put more people out of this country than Trump's.
Did we not just go through three major differences between the Biden and Obama ICE and Trump's current ICE?
Well, yeah, the Biden ICE was the worst.
What did
It was
Biden's ICE?
basically just
What did Biden's ICE do that was comparable to intentionally
Nothing.
violating the Fourth Amendment
Biden's
in order to
ICE
carry out deportations?
Biden's ICE did nothing. We let 10 million illegal immigrants into this country under Biden.
What did Biden's ICE do that is comparable to
They did nothing.
to
That's the problem.
intentionally
They're saying
violating
they
the
have
Fourth
a job
Amendment in
to
order to
do.
carry out deportations?
Hey, you understand that they have a job to do, right?
Okay,
Is that a problem to you?
So
you hate America so
okay,
much that you
so
think
okay,
that
so I don't.
we
Okay,
shouldn't
so
protect
to be
our
clear,
borders?
how can you say that they're the same and then agree with me that there is these clear, stark differences between how
I'm not
administration?
saying they're the same. I'm saying I don't agree with what Trump's doing because it's not enough.
What did Biden? Okay, I'm sorry. How did
There
Biden
should
let in
be-
10? Wait, how
there
did
should
Biden?
be-
Excuse me. How did
there should
Biden
be
let
at
in 10
least
million?
3 times-
Excuse me. How did Biden let in 10 million
there
illegal?
should be 3 times the
Excuse
deportations
me.
under Trump.
How
That's
did
what I'm
Biden
saying.
let in 10 million illegal immigrants? Can I get a source on that one real quick, Chief?
I think he let more than that in,
Okay,
actually.
can I get a source on that one real quick, Chief?
Let me get it. So the Homeland Security, I can send you the link, says it's between 8.7 and immigrants let in during the Biden administration.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. What's the
That's
title?
from the,
What's
D-
the,
that's from the
what's
DHS.
what's the title of the article?
It's gonna be a press release.
What's the title of the article and the date?
It's from the homeland.house.gov.
So DHS, and the title of the article is.
No, it's not DHS. He said Homeland House. It's a committee article.
Oh,
It's a House. It's a Republican House committee article.
October 24th, 2024.
okay, but what's the title?
Oh. You know why they want them in there, though, right?
What do you
It's
mean?
not votes. You understand that, right?
Okay, can I get it? Okay, can I get a source for 10 million illegal immigrants, being let in by Biden? I'm still waiting for that source. Or do you not have one?
What more do you want?
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay,
Do you agree with-
I'm just gonna drop you. How's it going, Austin?
Hi.
You disagree with the prompts?
Let me see. I disagree.
Why is that?
I think Trump is one of the best presidents we've had.
How so?
Border policies, lowering taxes.
What border policy?
What border policy? He built a whole border. What do you mean, bro?
What do you mean built a whole border? Like, what's the policy?
He built a whole border.
Buddy, you're just like saying words. It's like, what's a border policy? He built a border. What do you mean built a border? What does that mean?
So he got a fence. Okay,
To keep the Mexicans out.
exactly. Less crime rate, lower taxes.
Are you just like saying things, bro?
Closed border. No.
Yeah, you didn't even read the prompt before you came up here.
Okay. You get what I'm saying.
Sup, Terry? Didn't I debate you yesterday?
You did a couple days ago.
Oh yeah, you're the guy who. You're I remember you.
Well,
But
yeah, bro.
hey, look. I want to approach this a little different. I want to approach this a little different than we did. I mean, wasn't a friendly debate, but I want to approach this a little different this time. Yeah, maybe we can be a little more diplomatic. Yeah, I've been listening to you before I requested to be on your live. I've been listening to you for a minute, so hopefully you and I can be a little bit more diplomatic. You know, heard some people bring up the Obama, you know, how he handled, you know, illegal immigrants and
Yeah, I
you
don't.
know,
I don't know why we're
for-
pretending that the Obama administration and Trump administration's handling of ICE is at all similar, because it's quite frankly not.
I mean, okay, so all right, where are you starting off on a bad the bad foot, but
Bad foot. I mean, I'm just.
I mean,
I don't know when saying true things is. So someone's saying true things
I
start off with a
mean,
bad foot. I'm like, what?
you're talking about how, uh, and like I said, I want to handle this. I mean, you and I talked over each other. We couldn't really, um,
Yeah, that was
because we were talking over
How
each
about you
other.
just like get on with the substance, buddy? Or I'm gonna start talking over you again.
All right. So here we go. So how is Trump's um, ICE different than how Obama handled?
Trump's ICE has encouraged the blatant violation of our Fourth Amendment by authorizing ICE officers to enter homes without judicial warrants. Trump's ICE has substantially lowered it's substantially less transparent as essentially two whole agencies that overview ICE have been gutted, and the last agency has been essentially neutered because oversight standards for detention centers have been significantly lowered. And then I guess like last but not least, just like the overall defending of ICE's like blatant constitutional violations, due process violations, etc. Right, violations of Sixth Amendment.
Fourth Amendment.
Now,
I was
You didn't talk
I
about
was
the-
talking
you
about the
didn't talk about the
violations. I was
warrantless-
talking about the violations of the Fifth and Sixth Amendment. Now, yeah.
so Obama's deportation of illegal immigrants was different from Trump's. Is you're claiming Fourth Amendment?
Okay, so
I'm
let's
just
just go
asking a
over let's just
question.
go
I
over
mean,
let's just go
look,
over
I don't need
let's
a
just go over
smart-ass
point
answer.
let's
I'm
just go
just
over
asking.
point one. So the gutting of ICE oversight agencies. So Donald Trump has completely gutted, as in fired everybody from two agencies that oversee ICE. And the last agency, I think that agency is called the.
You think or you know?
I absolutely know. This is unequivocally true.
Okay.
Over the ICE oversight agency, which oversees detention centers, that they lowered the inspection standards from independent randomized inspections to self inspections done within a known 30-day time window. So transparency surrounding ICE is significantly lowered compared to the past Obama and Biden administrations.
All right. So, so regardless of how, well, first off, I mean, I want to know what you're eating because I've been watching you eat. What are you eating? Popcorn?
Yeah.
Popcorn? Okay. All right.
Fried chicken, obviously.
All right. So let's have a diplomatic conversation. I mean, so you're saying that Obama's deportations are a little different than Trump's deportations. That's what you're saying?
They're very different.
But regardless of the difference,
What do you mean, regardless of the difference is the problem.
no, there's no problem. There's
Really, it's not a problem to intentionally
I'm
violate
not-
the Fourth. It's not a
and
problem to
here's how we got in our,
It's not a problem
here's-
to intentionally violate the Fourth Amendment by entering people's
here's how we
houses
got in our
without judicial
issue
warrants.
the other night. It's somebody starts to talk and you don't let them talk. That's how we got in this argument the other night. I'll let you talk.
I'm okay
Let me
if
talk.
I'm okay if interrupting a certain amount of times. I think you're just getting like really angry for no reason.
I'm not being angry at all. I literally just said, let's have a diplomatic conversation. And you're interrupting. I'm trying to prove a point. And as soon as I start to talk, you're wanting to like,
You make me want to interrupt more. The more time, the
Typical
more
liberal-
the more of my
typical
time you
liberal
waste by talking
leftists.
about the interruptions. So like either we
No.
can like move on to the conversation, you can continue the bitch. I'll just boot you.
or you can just acknowledge that regardless of how
I came here to talk about.
did his deportations or Trump did, it's needed. It's needed. It doesn't matter if how the Fourth Amendment, which you're claiming, which I don't agree with.
What do you mean?
but
Why don't
your
you agree with
Fourth-
that?
Because it's not true. You're
Okay,
listening
do
to
federal
the le-
officers need a judicial warrant to enter
You're
private homes?
listening to the
So
left-
wait, do
you-
federal
you're li-
officers,
you're
do,
listening
sir,
to the
sir, do federal
mainstream
officers, do
media.
federal officers need a judicial warrant to forcibly enter private homes?
You're listening to the the
That was
mainstream
that was a
media.
question. That's not an answer.
That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing.
Do federal officers need judicial warrant to
you're not
forcibly
li- you're
enter
not
private
listening-
homes?
That's not what they're doing. That's not what they're doing.
I'm asking you a question. It's yes or no.
No, it's a no. They're not doing that.
Do federal?
They're not
Oh
doing
my fucking god! The question I asked you: Do
Oh my
federal
fucking God.
officers
Oh my fucking
need a
God.
judicial
I mean, that's
warrant
what you guys
to
do. That's what you
forcibly
guys do.
enter private homes?
They're not. They're not. That's what you're listening to the mainstream media, and that's not what they're doing.
They're not obtaining judicial warrants? Great, then they're violating the Fourth Amendment. Thank
no, they're
you.
not. No, they're not.
Okay, do federal officers need judicial
They're not
warrants
doing anything
to forcibly
different
enter
than what Obama
private homes?
did. They're not doing anything different than what Obama
We just
did.
established
You're listening
that
to the mainstream media.
We just established.
and that you're
We
getting,
just
you're
we
getting
just
your
established
information from the
the.
mainstream
We just
media.
established
and
the. We just established.
You're getting your
This is facts
your
over. This is
information
facts over. Facts
from
over
the
feelings,
mainstream
bro.
media,
Facts over
and
feelings. We just
not-
established the unequivocal fact that ICE is less transparent under the Trump administration than under the Obama administration. We just went over the ICE oversight agencies that were gutted and the ICE
Trump
oversight
administration
standards
is
that
the
were
most-
lowered.
The Trump administration
buddy.
is the most transparent
Go ahead.
administration there has been.
Terry.
So you're
Terry,
not
do
lit,
federal officers need judicial warrants to enter people's homes?
and they're not doing that.
This is a
Y'all
fucking
are
tracking
listening-
here. I
y'all
can't
are
do this
listening to
I'm
anymore.
gonna let you
mainstream
try.
media.
I'm gonna
No,
let you try that again.
no.
Okay?
He can't track. He can't
Do
track.
federal officers?
Y'all are listening to the mainstream media, and that's what they're telling you. So that's what you're listening to.
Okay, Terry. I just want you said that you don't really care, even if they were violating the Fourth Amendment, seemingly, because we need ICE. Is that correct?
I mean, yeah, I agree with that.
Okay. Why do we need ICE, Terry? Why do you think ICE is important?
Because if we overpopulate our fucking country, then our benefits and our fucking Medicaid and Medicare and all we're paying for illegal
So you're
immigrants
anti-natalist.
that we don't need to pay for.
So you're
taxes-
anti-natalist.
I'm what?
You're against increasing the population.
Well, no, not necessarily. That's not.
No,
what I'm
but you
saying.
just said that we can't overpopulate, so it seems like you think that's a problem.
I feel like that our benefits, our Medicaid, our Medicare, our all these benefits that we have, if we're paying for that, then I disagree with that. I disagree with that.
What? Terry, you just said that you think that we need ICE because we're going to get overpopulated by immigrants, and that's going to strain our systems.
It is
But then
going
I
to
asked
strain
you,
us.
but okay,
It is
okay,
gonna strain
and then
us.
I asked you, okay, so you're anti-natalist, as in you think that increases in the population are going to cause too much strains, right? And you said no. So which is it? Are you okay with increasing population, or aren't you okay with it?
I'm okay with increasing our population if they're paying taxes and we're not paying for illegal immigrants Medicare and Medicaid.
Yeah, well then why? Okay.
Welfare. No, I'm okay.
Cool.
I'm
So
okay
you're okay
with
with, okay, so you would like give illegal immigrants mass amnesty then, so
No.
they can pay taxes. No, why not?
I want legal immigrants. I want legal immigrants, not
Yeah, if you give them
illegal
mass
immigrants.
amnesty, they'd be legal then.
But I mean, you can sit there and say amnesty, but where does amnesty stop? Where does it stop?
Probably like immigrants who have been here less than 5 years.
So we just give our benefits. My tax dollars just go to all these people that just come across our borders illegally, and we're
No,
just
their tax dollars
we're
go
just
to
supposed
you
to be
because they're
okay
also
with our
paying into
tax
the
dollars
system more
going to-
now.
Hold on.
Immigrants like we can look at the studies. Like immigrants already fiscally contribute more of their lifetimes than they take, and now we're also making them like legally here, so they're also going to be subject to federal income tax too.
Well,
At
how
least
about
more of
they
them are
just
gonna
come
be
across the
subject to it.
border legally? How about that?
I think they should, but if your problem with like illegal immigrants in the country is the fact they're
Exactly.
not paying
You
into the
said
system as
illegal.
much, then
You
you
said
should be
illegal. You said
Huh?
exactly right. Illegal. You said illegal.
Okay, so wait,
Exactly
okay.
right.
So it seems seemingly your problem really just rests here on the fact that they're here illegally and that they violated the law. Correct?
And I'm fine with that. If they come across the border legally,
Okay, so
I'm fine with that.
Terry, ultimately, the reason that you want ICE is because you just want to enforce immigration law.
I want immigrants to come across the border legally.
Okay, because you care about
And
the
there's
law and you want to
and there's
enforce the
nothing
law.
wrong with that. There's nothing
Because
wrong
you want to
with that.
enforce the law, correct?
Correct.
Okay, then why the fuck are you okay if ICE violating the Fourth Amendment then?
They're
You can't
not.
like you can't
They're
be you
not.
can't
Y'all
wait, you
listen
can't
to the
claim.
mainstream
Wait,
media.
Terry,
Y'all-
Terry,
They're
Terry,
not. They're
your
not.
original, no, Terry,
They're not.
Terry, your
They're
original,
not.
no, your original. I literally asked you the question, so you're okay if ICE violating the Fourth
But
Amendment?
they're not.
Because you
But
think
they're
they're
not.
necessary.
Yeah,
Wait,
you
wait,
literally
wait.
just said
Finish.
yes. You said
You
yes.
said
They're
that.
not.
You said
They're
that.
not.
But now you're
They're
saying,
not.
wait, you said that, and then you also said that the reason you think that ICE is important, right, is because they need to enforce our laws around immigration, right? But you can't have a principled stance about enforcing the law if you're okay with ICE also violating it. That's such a
But they're
contradiction.
not. They're not. Y'all listen to mainstream media. They're not. They're
Okay,
not.
okay,
I'm not
okay.
listening to mainstream media. I'm listening to your words. You contradicted yourself. You said
Okay,
you cared
so-
about the law,
No, I
but
just
you don't
said
actually
they're
care about
not.
when ICE
They're not.
violates it.
Okay, sir, I'm willing to engage into substance. Terry, is it true that on May 12th, a leaked DHS memo authorized ICE agents to enter people's private homes with administrative warrants?
No, they didn't. They didn't. You're,
Believe
you're
it-
listening to mainstream media. That's what
Okay,
you're doing. You're
so-
listening to mainstream media. They did not. They did not.
Okay, I'm sorry, you're just
They
like
did
wrong.
not.
You're just wrong.
Or you're wrong.
No, you're just wrong.
Just throw it, show it on screen, Cringy.
Sure. Although U.S. Department of Homeland Security (DHS) has not historically relied on administrative warrants alone to arrest aliens subject to final orders for removal in their place of residence, DHS Office of General Counsel has recently determined that the U.S. Constitution, Immigration, Nationality Act, and the immigration regulations do not prohibit relying on administrative warrants for this purpose.
Are they here illegally?
Sure.
Okay. Fair enough. That's all that needs to be said.
I'm sorry. Can federal officers enter people's private homes without judicial warrants?
If they're here illegally,
You just changed your argument.
Yeah, you did.
if they're here illegally, they need to go back home.
Oh, okay.
Period.
You're
Period.
just not tracking.
How about these guys go back to their home country and re-enter our country legally?
Do immigrants have illegal immigrants have Fourth Amendment rights? Terry, can you answer the question?
They should not. No, they should not.
I'm asking if they do, not your personal interpretation. Of the
They do not. They do not. They do not.
Okay. Are you familiar with the concept of natural rights, Terry?
I'm not.
So, are you familiar? Like in the Declaration of Independence, the founding fathers talked about how
You guys are.
Wait, can I
You
finish?
guys
Terry,
are so worried about.
Terry.
Talk
can
about
I finish?
interrupting,
You guys-
bro. Oh my god, for this guy who complains about interrupting fucking constantly.
You guys are
Jesus
so
Christ.
worried
Like, shut the
about-
fuck.
The
Terry,
founding
I need you to
fathers-
shut the fuck up for me, real quick.
I just wanted to. So the founding
You guys are
fathers
so
believed
worried
in
about
called-
hating Donald
So,
Trump.
Terry,
That's
shut
all
the
you
fuck
care
up,
about.
dude.
You care about hating Donald Trump. That's all you
Wow.
get. That's all you.
So the founding fathers believed in something called natural rights, which are basically something that comes to you, that are endowed to you by a creator, right? There's something of your existence. It's not something that is based on your citizenship. It's just something that you have, right? That's what they said in Declaration of Independence, that these are rights that are endowed to you by your creator and that are inalienable, right? So when they wrote the Bill of Rights, which includes the Fourth Amendment, these aren't rights that are contingent on your citizenship, but these are rights that are literally something that you have via your existence, which is why legal immigrants have a right to the Fourth Amendment. I'm gonna unmute you now because you've been muted.
That's all y'all care about. Y'all care about
gonna
hating
respond to what I
Donald
just said?
Trump rather than what should be.
Okay, you're still
Good for
Hey,
this-
Terry,
for
are you
this
gonna respond to
country.
anything I just said?
What? No, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, okay,
So
boom.
the founding fathers in the Declaration of Independence laid out inalienable and natural rights, something that are
Disconnect him.
granted to you.
He doesn't deserve
Oh,
you on my
yeah,
panel.
there you go. I agree. Can I try and run the warrantless arrest stuff real quick?
Sure.
Okay. Cram, what's up, man? Cram? I don't know what I'm pronouncing him. Cram? Hello, you're on the panel.
Yeah, how you doing? Hey, how you guys
Good.
doing?
We're doing good.
Fantastic. This is a beautiful Friday, and I'm just enjoying this discourse that you guys are having. Everybody's acting appropriately. And I just want to jump into this because this is very important information you guys are talking about. There is so much back and forth that people are doing from both sides. Everybody thinks they're correct.
We are
most of them are
correct.
good on several points. No, you're correct on several different points. I hear what you're saying, but there's one thing that I do want to mention in deportation hearings. Like, for example, in the case of INS versus Lopez Mendoza, this was in 1984. I understand what you're saying about the founding fathers, but things change over time. See, the Supreme Court ruled that exclusionary rule generally does not apply to civil deportation proceedings. Now, in this particular situation that we're talking about, I noticed that you
Exclusionary
have three
rule?
things up.
What?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's that going
That
to be?
is correct.
What's exclusionary
What was that?
rule?
It is what it is.
What do you mean is what
You
it
see-
is?
What is it?
Can you explain what it is? Because I have
The
no clue what
general
that
rule
means.
that-
I don't know how this.
The
I don't know
general
what it
rule-
means, and I don't know how it applies to what we're talking about.
Okay. Unreasonable searches and seizures.
Bro, you
Inside the
you
US
cut out
courts,
there
they
for
have
like most
generally
of what you
held that
said.
once-
You should restart. You should completely restart
was
with what you
saying-
just said.
What I was saying is the general rule, the people, that includes non-citizens, which is helping your argument here. The text for the Fourth Amendment protects the people, not just citizens, from unreasonable searches and seizures. So that includes people who are not citizens. Inside the U.S.
Yeah.
courts, they have generally held that once an undocumented immigrant is inside the U.S. interior, they are entitled to the Fourth Amendment protections. And police generally cannot stop search for seizures without them. No probable cause is a big thing, or warrant.
That makes sense.
They said they would.
Yeah.
So what I was saying is the
Fourth
major
Amendment.
exception, the exclusionary rule. This is the most critical, practical difference for citizens that is not protected for people who are not citizens. If police violate the Fourth Amendment, e.g. search without home or warrant, the evidence they find is usually thrown out of court. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In deportation hearings, like in the case of INS versus Lopez Mendoza in 1984, the Supreme Court ruled that the exclusionary rule generally does not apply to civil deportation proceedings.
Okay.
So what
but
we're
you just-
talking about here,
I don't think
that has nothing to do with what we're
Yeah,
talking
nothing
about.
to do for what we're talking about.
I'm sorry,
That has nothing to do with what you're talking about.
We're talking
it
about.
has everything to do with what we're talking about.
No,
The result,
No.
because
even if
the only
ICE
thing
or
you're
police-
saying, the only thing that you're saying is that they can, even if they violate the Fourth Amendment, which would still be a Fourth Amendment
So,
violation,
this is the-
that they could
here's
use
the
the
point.
that they could use the evidence that they gathered while doing it to justify in removal proceedings to try and deport the person.
So this is the point. I
That
was trying
says
to make.
which we're not. No one was contesting. We were just saying they violated
Right.
the Fourth Amendment.
Well,
So
it's negated. The result, even if ICE or police violate the immigrant's Fourth Amendment rights to find evidence of their unlawful status, that evidence can still be used to deport them. See, that's a big thing there. They don't have the same
cool.
rights.
That
as an
doesn't.
actual
Doesn't. You're not going to getting anything we said.
No. It is all
They're still
ordered.
violating the Fourth Amendment.
Okay, but it's thrown out. I don't think you understand the significance of this.
That doesn't throw out anything.
I'm just curious. What do you
What
think
it
the
is
point?
the
What point do you
exclusionary
think
rule.
what point do you think we were making?
Well, the point is that you're saying Trump is terrible and mass amnesty or illegal immigrants. That's mass amnesty or illegal immigrants. I'm reading number 2, and then Trump ICE is bad.
Now, what point do you
And
think we were
can go
making
back.
around the Fourth Amendment?
Well, because you're saying, what is the difference? You were speaking with the gentleman that you're speaking with earlier, saying compare and contrast with different administrations.
Okay,
My
the point we were
understanding-
making is that Donald Trump was intentionally violating the Fourth Amendment in order to carry out deportations. That was the point being made. That point
Do
is
you
correct.
think he knows about this?
Yes. At the very least, he's
Do you think he
responsible.
knows about what I'm talking about?
At the very least,
Do you
he's
think
responsible.
the
At the very least,
advisors that he knows-
at the very least, he is responsible. But yes, I think he knows.
He's responsible. He's at the highest office, but do you think his advisors have advised him of what I just said?
Yeah, I mean, this whole
Now,
thing happened.
technically, do you
This
think
whole
he's
thing happened because of
violating anything?
This whole thing happened because of a EO that he enacted.
Yeah, the memo that Cringy was even referencing literally says that it cites the executive order which she used to build the policy.
So I believe the point was that they violate somebody's rights. So the whole purpose is
Well,
these people
the
don't
point,
actually
no,
have
it
the
wasn't
same
did they
rights that
violate
us
somebody's rights.
citizens do.
The point was there an intentional violation of the Fourth Amendment by the Trump administration? The
They
answer
don't
to that
have a
question,
Fourth Amendment protection like we do.
the answer to that question,
But
That
it's
is a
was the
direct
Fourth
answer.
was the Fourth Amendment violated?
If it was, it
Was
doesn't
it?
matter because the evidence can still
Wait,
be
was
used to
it?
deport them.
That's a yes or no, by the way.
That's the point I'm making.
Wait, was it violated?
What? In which case?
Was ICE
The
violating
case you're
people's?
talking about,
Was
or just
ICE entering
anything?
people's homes without judicial warrants?
Because in any situation,
Bro, I don't know
so
why you're like
the whole
dodging these
point that you're
questions so
making
hard.
is that
Was
Trump is violating the
ICE
law,
entering
but
people's
in
home?
actuality,
Was ICE entering people's homes without judicial warrants?
if they were, in this case, say if they did.
What do you mean if
Let's
they
say
did?
yes.
I'm asking did they?
Let's say
I'm
if
not
they were
asking
illegal
if they
immigrants.
did. I'm asking did they?
They're acting within their realms that they're supposed to.
Yeah,
Within the
scratch
law.
boot this
And
person
they've
for
been
me.
reached. They're not breaching anything, by
Yeah,
the way.
boot this person for me.
Of course.
All right.
Because you
Hello,
can't handle
y'all.
it.
Can you see me?
You can't handle this. And I've won.
Yeah, yeah.
Is ICE allowed to violate the Fourth Amendment?
Well, I just told you they can.
Is
In
ICE
this
allowed to
particular
violate the Fourth
situation,
Amendment? Did the Supreme Court case you're citing say that ICE should be violating the Fourth Amendment, or just that because ICE violates the
Oh,
Fourth
what
Amendment
is
doesn't mean that evidence they find while the violation happens can be thrown out? Was it saying the former or the latter?
here. So what it's saying is that
Can you answer that question?
even if they did, I am answering the question. I'm answering the question. So when I'm answering the question, I'm going to give you extreme detail. I'm not just going to say yes or no, because if I say yes or no, you're just going to ask me the next question. I haven't gotten a point
Was
across
the ICE
because I don't think
saying
you
that if
understand.
a violation of the Fourth Amendment happens while they if a violation of the Fourth Amendment happens while they're going and arresting somebody, that doesn't mean that the evidence that they gain during that can't be used in an immigration proceeding to remove somebody, or was it saying that they can go all around and violate the Fourth Amendment? Was it saying number one or number two?
So what it's saying, I just want to make it as simple as possible.
Okay, so just to be clear, you can respond to Scratch's question one or two ways. You can say one or you can say two. There is no other answer that will be accepted.
Why? Why is that?
Go ahead and answer the question.
Can I answer the question?
Go ahead, answer the question.
So when I start answering the question, as you would, because I've explained this and I don't think you get it, so I'm gonna have to explain it to you again instead of just saying.
Okay,
yes
go
or no.
ahead.
It's not answer to the question.
No. We're gonna give him one more chance, and I'm gonna boot him if he doesn't actually say anything useful to the conversation. Go ahead.
Everything I'm saying is useful.
Yeah, okay.
Go
Keep
ahead.
that in mind.
Explain it. Like it's so insane. I give it a perfect. Like I completely understood what he was saying. It is
Now you have two responses you can give to the question. Number one or number two. Why doesn't it cost like
not
again?
saying go around and violate the Fourth Amendment? LOL. Who cares? They were obviously just saying if a Fourth Amendment violation happens, doesn't mean the evidence gained during that can't be used in removal proceedings to deport somebody. Like we understood what you were saying, bro.
Subscribe.